So the big question is this. How entrepreneurs like us who have been breaking with old beliefs, like the idea of holding a 9-to-5 job and living paycheck to paycheck, taking a lifetime to reach business and life success as the only option we have? How do we grow our business in a way that lets us highly service our customers, getting our products and services and the things that we believe in out into the world without diluting our life but enhancing it and taking the journey of internal and external growth? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. Your host is Marina Simon, and welcome to 10 Exit. Life and business as usual? Never again.
Hi guys. Well, I want to share with you something that I found really practical and I really enjoyed. And that is high performance habits from Brendon Burchard. This is the 6 habits for high performance that he found out after a lot of research. What were those habits or way of operation that the very successful people had? So, first of all, why is it so hard to change and keep us in our own, A game? Why we don't live life on the top every freaking day? Why we don't tackle things like that? Right? If you're in a transition and matters, you need to get it right? There's no room for not getting it right. You really have to tackle it on the top of your game. So get it momentum right without hurting any area of your life, right? And have fun with it. Those kind of like the secrets, right? I mean, really give it your all, have fun with it, and create the best for people around you and the different areas of your life. If you're crashing, you ask, did I live my life? Sometimes, when you're in deep, I guess we all go through rough moments. And sometimes when you go deep down, sometimes you ask, did I live my life like the best I could? And you don't need to wait for those times in order to change it around, You can create a fulfilled life where you live, where you love, where you service, where you get your purpose done, where you help people, right? Sometimes when you hurt, you build a wall, right, to protect yourself, but you end up isolating yourself from the rest of life. So, funny enough, this guy, Brendon, he almost died a couple of times, and he somehow find his second ticket, right, his second opportunity to live. So he really found a way how to live life the most fulfilling way. It's not about making money. That's okay. It helps you to get through many things and create many things, right? And help a lot. But that's not really what makes your heart tick. So he was trying to find out what is that, right? So let's see that you start again, and you're getting a second chance. How will you live? What were the 6 habits that you'll take in order to fulfill and create the best out of your life? All right? Ready? Okay, so here we go. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. Excellence is not born with. You win it, training it and making a habit out of things. We are what we repeatedly do, therefore excellence is a habit. Aristotle, said that. Now, the 6 habits of highly effective people. Now, high performance means succeeding beyond standard norms consistently, right, over the long term. Means not just Mondays or Tuesdays, it means Monday to Sunday for years, right? That's high performance, means succeeding beyond standard norms consistently with momentum, right, over the long term. Now, high performance says what it feels like, right? When you're high performing, it says full engagement. They feel joy and confidence. That comes from giving your absolute best. Full enjoyment, joy, and confidence. That's how it feels when you high perform. And this was asked from top athletes, The way, you create a long-term motivation. You take short-term momentum, right? And you create long-term motivation. Stop waiting to be happy and generate happy. You create that, right? If you create your videos, with this high performance, you'll convert more people to whatever you're servicing, right? With full engagement, enjoying it, and with confidence. If you're not confident selling what you're selling to your ideal customer and servicing, they're not going to buy from you, right? If you're not confident, if you're not certain, if you're like bitter and you're not enjoying it, people will also don't buy from you. And if you're not fully engaged, they're going to go with your competition. Now, no more excuses. High performance is not strongly correlated with age, is not correlated with gender, neither with nationality, nor with intelligence, nor personality, nor strength, nor creativity, nor empathy, nor years of experience or compensation. Isn't it interesting? No more excuses. It's not only about your strengths. High performers do not report working on their strength any more than other people do. So many people work on their strength, right? But what's different? The question they ask is less often, who am I and what am I good at? Okay, that's a question. But more often, this is what they ask. What is required to be of service here? And how can I grow into that? What is needed and wanted in order for me to arrive where I want to go, and what is needed for me to become, right? It's playing down to earth. I know where I want to go, so what is it needed for me to be there, right? If I can't communicate, I can't make a difference and change the world, so you better start learning how to communicate. All right, guys, are you ready for the 6 habits that make you super successful and effective? Okay, so here we go. Seek clarity. Habit number 1. The time to have the map is before you enter the woods. Does it make sense? People who seek clarity, they ask the most amount of questions. They tend to be the leaders and they tend to be the most successful ones. What is our intention for this meeting? Like Oprah used to say before she gets together with anybody, right? Before the meeting, she asks the first question. What is our intention for this meeting? She seeks clarity, right? So seeking clarity makes you to overperform. The underperformers don't seek clarity. They just go, right? They might not even understand what the hell they're doing. High performers are students, right? Now, never limit your vision for yourself and your family based on your current circumstances, nor your past. You cannot have such a limited framework. The future can be no limits. The future is not based on your present or your past. Does it make sense? Do never limit yourself on your experience of the past. Your vision and what is possible does not come from the past nor the present. Success counts most when your clarity and belief allows you to give back to the people around you, right? Set big goals, not just money. Money is not bad, it's good, but set bigger goals, right? Money comes after you serve others, after you do your serving, after you do your purpose. Money will come inevitably back to you and in big quantities. The bigger you serve, the bigger you get. Habit number 2, generate energy. Now, the power plant does not have energy, it generates it. It transforms energy, transmits it and upgrades it. If someone is negative around you, upgrade your energy. If somebody is giving you something you don't like, upgrade your energy. If you're not having the good day you want to have, upgrade your energy. If something is not coming the way you want to come, upgrade your energy. Leaders and high performers upgrade their energy 24/7. You don't hope to have a good day, you build one because people need it, right? Upgrade your energy. Are you tired? This is a choice almost all the time. You don't have to be tired. You can decide not to be tired almost all the time. Be responsible for the energy you are projecting into the world. Are you positive or are you negative? Are you go to your house and you share good things and happiness with your family, or are you go and complain? Are you go to work and your employees are just upset because you keep on, being upset with them? Or do you upgrade your energy, right? We will have a better world. Let's change the world. Let's upgrade our energy. Be responsible for the energy you're projecting. It's simple, guys. It's a viewpoint. It's a decision. Okay, next for the next one. All right. Habit number 3, raise necessity. Increase necessity level to raise above and become successful, right? Who needs me on my A game? Increase your necessity level. If you don't increase your necessity, you will not give it your all. Have you been in a very, very rough situation where you amaze yourself on how did you got to sort that out? Or have you been in an emergency when somebody's about to really, really be in a bad shape or died, and you turn out miracles in order to avoid that to happen? You know what is called that? It's necessity level. Why sometimes you raise to it and why you don't? It depends on you. You don't have to depend on the circumstances. You can generate it. Every day ask, who needs me on my A game? Why is it necessary that I serve with excellence today? Making your performance matters, guys. Make your work matter. Why should you be excellent? It's necessary for me to be extraordinary. It's necessary for me to be extraordinary. Repeat that with me, even if you're by yourself. It is necessary for me to be what? Extraordinary. Very good. Habit number 4. Increase productivity. Not all busy work in your life is your life's work. And until you figure out the difference, you'll never feel fulfilled. Isn't it interesting? Not everything you do is your life's work. You have to prioritize. They actively increase production by scheduling, focusing, get stuff done, but stuff done that matters. Not all busy work is your life work. Be on the hunt of what is your life work. Prioritize. Identify your outputs and obsess what matters the most. Everything else you can delegate, guys. Make sense? Don't delegate what is important. Delegate the rest. There's something called prolific quality output, PQO, right? So it says this guy says that you should put that kind of work 60% of your time a week on prolific quantity output. That way you move in your career forward. What really, really matters. The rest, 40%, delegate, right? But make sure that 60% of your time is created and is consumed on things that are pushing you forward and that are adding to your career, whatever you're going. 60%, not 30 nor 10, 60. Change it around and make it a habit. Habit number 5, develop influence. Think of person that has been the most positively influential in your life. You have a picture there? Think of that person. It's going to be different for each of us. Right? Now I'm going to give you 3 points that these influencers in your life did have in order to be that to you. 1, he or she was a high performer. He teach people how to think. Right? He teach you how to think. Number 2, they challenge you. You're better. You can do better. That person increased your standards. They challenge you to be better. There was no excuses. Is it right? All right. And the last one is, he was or she was a role model. He was conscientious. Right? For me, it was my father. That's exactly the points that it had. He never allowed me to give less. Even when I was on 90 in my exams, he's like, no, you can give 100. Or if I was doing some kind of, sports competence, I could always win gold, right? So those 3 things have the influencers of your life. Now think about something. How about you becoming an influencer for your people around you? Be a high performer. Teach other people how to think. Challenge others. Challenge them to do better, to be better, to not degrade them. Challenge them positively. And be a role model. Act the way you know it's the right thing. Now, something that he mentions, and I think that's a great idea. If you have the beauty of having your parents alive, do an interview with them. Record their voice, right? Ask them 30 questions, something you really want to know, and save that for future, for your children, for yourself, right? You know, like, what did you learn from life? What did you want to communicate to us? Tell me your best adventure. Tell me your worst adventure, right? I think it's a jewel, this cycle, and I'm going to do it. You know, I still have my mother. If you have any of your parents, do it, because I think it's a jewel. It's something that is priceless, right? If you keep it with you, especially nowadays with, you know, technology we have, we can even do a video. Okay. So, remember, you are influencing people at every moment, so be intentional. Be intentional. Give people respect, right? All the time know that people around you, you're influencing them. How do you influence them? Give the best of you. Set an example. Set an example every moment. Not only when you are in front of people, only when you're on your work. If you're in the supermarket, set an example. If you are in a public bathroom, set an example. There's no little place to be to set an example. Live by your goals and your standards. Okay, ready for the last habit? Here we go. Demonstrate courage. Stand behind your ideals. Believe on what you do. Stand up for people. Speak of what you feel. You know? If you're in fear, it's okay being in fear. But push through it. Listen through the fear, right? Push through it. Jump in and listen through the fear. Keep going. It's okay. If your goals don't make you feel fear and don't challenge you enough, they're not big enough. But guess what? You can push through them, right? Be, do, and have big, my friends. Have an awesome day.
Thanks for joining us today on 10 Exit. Life and business as usual? Never again. We love always hearing from you. Please feel free to send Marina an email, marina@marinasimonbrand.com. Your input and comments are always welcome. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you like the podcast, you can always subscribe to it. Remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it.